We're back, man. You already know what time it is. We're going to have a good episode. Queen Lisa first, Kane second. You already know what time it is. I need everybody to tap the like button and let's get it going, man. We're going to have another good episode. Once we get to 1K likes, I'll go ahead and get to my topic. Only 1K, so everybody tap the like button, man, so we can have a good conversation, you know what I'm saying? We finna do it right. Nah. Yeah, man. We finna have a good conversation. You already know what time it is when Maki steps into the building. You are now tuning into the Maki Show, so if you like the face you see and the voice you hear, make sure you tap the follow and the bell button so you guys can be a part of my content going forward, man. We predicate our message upon positivity and not destruction, and we look at just giving the information to the people that they need to see, because we're living in a time where it's very imperative what you allow in your temple, and I need to be giving you the realization of what's really going on around the world, because when you got a lot of people sitting around and they're talking about rappers and they're talking about everything else under the sun, I would like to tell you that there's nothing new under the sun. It's just what they decide to show you. So with that being said, man, shout out to everybody that I got in the building, guys. Make sure you tap the follow and the bell button so I can shout out the follow along with the username. Shout out to Prince Kane. I just saw the $20 Cash App. Let's go and let's do it well and swell, man. Also, comment your city, your state, and or your country, because I always find it quite interesting how we're able to be all around the world but communicate under one coordinate, you know? It feels really awesome to live in these times. At the same times, I wish I existed in previous generations, but with technology, we're able to do some pretty gnarly things, man. So, okay, shout out to Detroit. Make sure you tap that follow and the bell button. We would love to have Detroit as a part of the family, man. We would love to have Detroit as a part of the family. Shout out to Paige Nicole for the follow. Much love and appreciation, Paige. Hey. But yeah, look. We are now 1K likes. Shout out to Kiari with the paper crane. You see, one thing about Kiari, every time she comes in, she blesses the game. Shout out to Kiari, man. See, a lot of y'all need to sit around and y'all need to look at what she does. She leads by example each and every single time she comes in here. She sets the standard. I ain't even got to the game yet. Underground coming artist out in Los Angeles. Shout out to you, man. Keep pursuing your dream. But you gonna quit talking about you in my live, though. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. No one asked, bro. No one asked. But hey, moderators, why do I see these messages keep popping up? You guys need to do your jobs. Get all of them out of here immediately. Thank you. But anyways, so I heard a situation, man, about 8 teenagers deciding to do away with a man, right? And I heard Kane talking about it, and I'm sitting here saying the devil is going after our youth more now than ever, because they're very, very conditioned to desensitized things because of what they see, what's being fed to them as far as content, and what is the word that I'm looking for? What impressions are made upon them at a young age. You see, you can ignore reality, you know what I'm saying, trying to live in a fantasy world, trying to live in the metaverse, but you can't ignore the consequences of trying to live in a falsified reality. You see, the decisions that you decide to make while you're here will send you to the destinations that you will reside in. So that's why I say it's very imperative to make sure that we're watching over our youth, because they don't realize when they make these impulsive decisions, when they make a temporary decision that leads to a permanent result, they don't think about that in their time. And you see, if they had their parents in their lives, there's no way that 8 young girls will be sitting around doing destructive things like this. So it really starts at home. Do I blame the parents for what they did? No, at the end of the day, the kids decided to take the action instead of just dwelling with inaction of acting upon their destructive desire. They decided to do what they did, which resulted in a man losing his spot on this earth. And it just really is sad, because it's sad for both parties, because first of all, each and every single one of those girls is gone for good, but the guy is now gone for eternity. And you just sit there and you say, man, we take for granted the basic things that we are allowed to do every day, that we're able to walk without pain, that we're able to breathe without difficulty, that we're able to go to work, get in our cars. We take for granted these little things, man. But some people, they are having their last meal. They're waking up for the last time. They're going to sleep for the last time. There's so many people experiencing the worst, and we think that our situation is the worst. But one thing that I heard, man, that always held weight is someone always has it worse than you. So what I will tell you guys, man, is you could be a victim to a casualty like this. And the way that we stop this, well, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But the way that you can stop it on an individual level, make sure you connect with your siblings. You see what I'm saying? If you still have the luxury of being with them in the same house, ask them how they feel. Ask them how they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? You have to be involved in a kid's life, because if a kid feels like they're peers are not involved in their lives, they're going to be making a lot of sneaky decisions. You see, when a kid feels like they can trust you, they'll even tell you the worst things that they did because they don't feel like they're going to be ostracized or anything like that. You might get on them or say this and that, but at the end of the day, if you're able to communicate with the kid, you're able to build a relationship. But when you don't have a relationship, things like this happen, and I guarantee you right now that each and every single one of those parents is surprised because they didn't understand that by their negligence they were nurturing a monster in their own house. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna go in and read the comments for the next 40 seconds. The 5 minutes has been brought by Kiari, but I actually have something that I got to go do, so I've got to end this live. But I will be back, and I will do another live that will automatically have 5 minutes extra allocated to it. So I want to see you guys there in about an hour and a half. Or no, really about an hour. So I'm going to read all these comments. For real, preach, boy. Why they did it over booze. Yeah, they all did it over some booze, man. Like, they did it over booze, man. All in the name of booze. I definitely have to watch the stuff my daughter takes in. Yeah, you definitely have to. See, a lot of people, they just give their kids technological devices and they're like, hey, go away from me. And next thing you know, they end up seeing things that they weren't supposed to see. And guess what? Some of the things that they see, they won't even tell you. Shout out to Christian Toomey for the mic. Much love and appreciation. This is 100% true because the young mind is impressionable. Very. People be making up. Yeah. What it is, man, is some people are so infatuated with me that they really think that I'm like sexy. They think that I'm hot. They think that I'm all these things, but they're guys. So they don't want to come out and say that. So what they would rather do is they would make another account and come here and try to get daddy's attention. But they see that I don't pay them any attention. So they're like, oh man, monkey. And it's just going to keep being like that. Okay. Yeah. Look at all this. LMAO. They just want to see daddy. It's a shame. Wait, huh? My brother. Yeah, that's facts. But, man, I got to go, man. I got things to do, and I got to do things. So, with that being said, man, I'll see you on the next episode of The Maka Show. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, peace.